Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be talking all things Riverdale. So I just finished Riverdale 2 days ago and I just kind of wanted to come on here and talk a little bit about my opinions on it, when I think it should have ended, and anything else. So yeah, let's get started. So first is we're going to talk couples. So like who I shipped, who I didn't ship, all those sort of things, who I thought was endgame. Also, peep the pretty nails. Okay, so first we're gonna start with Veronica and Archie, or Varchie as their ship name. I shipped them the first 4 seasons, and like I agree that they should have broken up after prom. I agree with that. I don't think that they should have had their little fling, I guess you would call it, in season 5 when she was still married to Chad. I didn't like that, but yeah, so I agree that they should have broken up, when they did. Do I ship them? Yes, I do, for the early seasons, yeah. Okay, we're gonna talk about Betty and Archie, or Barchie. I do not ship them at all. I have very strong opinions about them. I don't like them together. They're much better as friends. So much better as friends. I did not like the little kiss at Christmas during the Black Hood or whatever, that was fine. Like, that was totally fine. Because you know that both relationships were on a break. Right. That being said, when they kissed, when they were, I think it was in season 4 during the musical episode, I hated it. Didn't like it. I didn't like how in Riverdale they were gonna get married. Didn't like that. I didn't like that they were together at all. And I'll tell you my reasons why when we get to our next couple. I don't know. I might save them for last. But I don't know. I didn't like the whole them kissing each other while being in other relationships. And they both said that they loved, Betty loved Jughead, Archie loved Veronica. Then why are you two hanging out and kissing each other? Anywho. So we're gonna move on to Cheryl and Tony, or Shoni. I loved them together. I personally loved them together. I didn't like when Tony got with Things. I didn't like that. I kind of liked Cheryl with Heather, but no. Cheryl and Tony belonged together, and I'm glad that they did. They were endgame. Do I think... Okay, I'm going to go a little bit back to Veronica and Archie. Do I think they were endgame? No, I don't think that they were endgame. I really don't. I think them kind of ending up separately, I think that was good. So, I think she was too independent for him. Veronica was too businesswoman focused. Okay, back to Shoni. So, I loved Cheryl. We'll get into, my favorite characters soon, too. I loved Cheryl, and I loved her with Tony. They really complimented each other. I liked when they were, in Riverdale High and all that, and how they kind of acted towards each other at first. It was cute. Do I think they're endgame? Absolutely, they're endgame. Now, we're going to talk about Fangs and Midge. Obviously, we know in Riverdale season 7, they ended up together, and they had a baby girl. I liked them together, but I wouldn't say they were endgame. I liked Fangs with Kevin, but, yeah. So I'm gonna skip over Fangs and Midge a little bit. Now, Kevin and Joaquin. I liked Joaquin. I thought he was really cute. He was one of the good serpents or whatever. Yes, I did like Kevin and Joaquin, but like I said, I liked Kevin and Fangs. That's just me. Kevin with Joaquin, they weren't endgame. Kevin and Clay, although they were endgame, I didn't like them together. Felt too, I don't know. Like, I don't know what the word is, but I didn't like them together. So, next is Kevin and Fangs. I loved them together. I didn't like that Fangs got with Tony, obviously, but I think Kevin and Fangs were endgame, in my opinion. Now, Kevin and Moose, I didn't like them together. I don't know, it just felt too weird. Yeah, so no. Okay, we're gonna talk about, let's see, what couple next? Oh, Veronica and Jughead. I didn't like them, like, when they kissed in it was in season 2. I didn't like when they kissed, not at all. But I didn't ship them at all until season 7. They were really cute in season 7, and I totally shipped them. Do I think they were endgame? Absolutely not. But they were really cute for what we got in season 7. So yeah, that's my thoughts on Veronica and Jughead. Now, I'm trying to think if there's any other couples we should talk about before FP and Alice. We'll get a little into the parent romances. I loved FP and Alice. Did I think it was a little weird that they were dating while Jughead and Betty were dating? Absolutely. And they were all living in one house? Yeah. We'll get into a little bit of the family stuff too. This might be a little bit of a long video, so, make sure you have some popcorn and a drink. So, FP and Alice obviously were together for a little bit of high school, and they had Charles. But I think that they could have been endgame. I think they were endgame if Betty and Jughead, obviously, they didn't end up together, so FP and Alice could have ended up together. Now, I think that FP and Alice are endgame. Alice and Hal, no, absolutely not. That's all I'm going to say about them. Hermione and Hiram, no. I think that they fit each other, but they were also really terrible. That's all I'm going to say. Next, I think we'll do what parents next. I don't know. Let's just talk about my favorite couple, which is Bughead, or Betty and Jughead. I thought that they were really cute for what they were. How protective Jughead was of Betty, how protective Betty was of Jughead, like, during the whole Stonewall prep stuff, and how mean Brett was to, Brett was pretty mean to Betty, and Jughead was not happy. I just feel like Bughead is just, the superior couple. I don't know, this isn't just me. I think that Veronica and Archie was lust. And it was more like a physical relationship, whereas Bughead was a more emotional relationship. If they fought, they didn't just, make out. Like Veronica and Archie did to make up or whatever. They actually had full-on conversations about it. When they argued at Stonewall Prep, and then, she goes to the cemetery or wherever, and when she's laying in bed and Jughead comes back and, he apologizes, that's one of my favorite Bughead scenes. Fans know which one I'm talking about. And apparently Lily, who plays Betty, and Cole, who plays Jughead, they got into a fight, so they just added that scene. So it was basically Cole telling Lily he was sorry. And I think I really liked them together. I really liked them together. They were endgame in my opinion. Very endgame. So, yes. We're going to talk about something that I did not like and I thought was very weird. The quad relationship of season 7, which was between Veronica, Betty, Archie, and Jughead. This was very weird to see in the final episode. I didn't like it at all. No. I thought it was odd to see them all four together. So yes. We're going to talk my favorite characters. We're going to talk top 5. So, landing in 5th place, well, let me think. I'm trying to think of who's my 5th favorite. Okay, top 5 is FP. I really like FP as a character. He was a great dad. In the first season, not so much, but he really turned things around, became sheriff, was with Alice. FP was with Alice and stuff, so yes. I loved FP. Next, landing in 4th place is Veronica. I love Veronica, or V as Betty calls her. I keep twisting up my words. So yes, I really liked Veronica. She's one of my favorite characters. I didn't like that she killed Chad, but I mean, I don't know. I really liked Veronica though. Okay, and top 3. My 3rd favorite character is Jughead. He is personally my favorite boy on Riverdale. And obviously we know he's really cute. So, yes, I really like Jughead. He's very cute. Love him. Loved him with Betty. So, he was just a really good boyfriend to Betty. I don't think... And, yes, I absolutely loved Bughead, but I don't think Jughead deserved Betty. Well, honestly, I don't think Betty deserved Jughead. Because she went and kissed Archie twice. Was hanging out with him. Freaking Archie wrote a song about her. Anyhow. Yeah, that's more I have to say about Betty and Archie. Landing in my 2nd favorite is Cheryl Blossom. She's iconic. She's HBIC. Look it up if you don't know, because I can't say it. But I loved Cheryl. She was perfect. Perfect. I don't know. Like, I didn't like Clifford and Penelope, but I liked Cheryl. Cheryl was the only decent one of the Blossom family. Although I will say I like Nan Rose. I like her. So, landing in number 1 is Betty Cooper. I love Betty. She's my favorite character. I will say though, I didn't like when she kissed Archie. But I felt like she was still pretty loyal to Jug. She was still really good. She was really good as Serpent Queen. I loved her as Serpent Queen. Yeah, I really liked her. Although there are a couple people that I really liked. Like I liked Sweet Pea. He was really good. Let me think. Sweet Pea. I really like Alice. I'm trying to think. I kind of liked Sheriff Keller, Kevin's dad. I really like Kevin. Kevin's one of my favorites. I liked Josie. I liked Valerie. I liked all of them, to be honest, but Betty is my number 1. So now we're going to talk about when I think Riverdale should have ended. I think it should have ended after they graduated and Archie was going off to the army, I think it was. I think that they could have ended it there. Instead of doing the 7-year time jump and all that. I didn't like that they had superpowers. And I did like the powers that Cheryl had. So. And I do think, though, that they could have still done the 1950s season 7, but just made it the rest of season 5. I think that they could have done that. But I think that they should have ended after I think it should have ended after season 5 when they finished high school. I think it could have ended there. Yeah. I didn't like how Betty and Jug ended the relationship. It was just so sad to watch. I think that they could have ended it there, like after they graduated. It could have ended there. I don't know. I just didn't really like the whole superpowers of it all. I didn't like Percival. Now, I will say, I don't love Jughead and Tabitha together. they were cute, they were okay. I am still a Betty and Jughead stan. So it was just kind of weird. Also, there's one scene where Jughead is saying to Betty, and I think it's the season 2 finale, yeah, where they're with Juniper and Dagwood. Polly, you need to seriously reconsider naming your kids, because what are those names? Anywho, so he's talking to Betty, saying she's not evil, and asks, I can't remember exactly what he says, but he says, "Do you believe me?" They stole that scene and had Archie say it to her in season 6 or season 5. And I'm just sitting here watching, I was like, Jughead said that. I'm like, you took one of the best Bughead scenes and made it a Barchie scene. No. Okay, this is my opinion on Bughead. Right people, right time, wrong writers. Yes, they dated in real life, and when they broke up in real life, they did on the show. I feel strongly about that way about Caroline. Let me know if you want a video about Caroline or any Vampire Diaries opinions down below. So yeah, that's when I think it should have ended. But I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to talk about. I don't know. I think that might be it. But okay, we're gonna talk about I was not expecting Who Killed Jason to be Who Killed Him. They really make you think it's FP, not Clifford Blossom. Now, it was really funny. I thought it was really funny how they're all like, oh, it's Riverdale, nothing ever happens in Riverdale. That reminded me so much of Vampire Diaries when Elena says, it's Mystic Falls, nothing bad happens in Mystic Falls. Yeah, a lot of things happen in Mystic Falls. I don't know. I just really liked it for what it was, so. Yeah. The season 7 finale, I cried. It was very sad. I know a lot of people wanted the show to end and thought it was really cringy. I hated the musical episodes. They were really, really bad, but yeah. That's kind of my opinions on Riverdale. I am a Riverdale fangirl now. So, yeah, I always thought it was going to be something totally different than what it was, but I don't know. I really liked it. I'm kind of rewatching it right now as we speak. So, yeah. Anywho, I hope to see you guys in the next video. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and comment down below any opinions you have. Until next time, bye.